go live. I think we're ready. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, WendyO. We are going to be talking about a big Ripple update for XRP. And of course, the Howey Test is a violation of the law. I think it is. We're going to talk about what this means, what's happening. Plus, we have a lot of other interesting topics to cover. Shout out to the chat, to Pew Pew, to Kenny, to John, to Stephen, Alexandria, and Mike. Thank you guys so much for being with me. We've only got 19 of you in here, but we'll get more in. As time goes on. Make sure every single one of you smash that like, because if you do not smash that like, then this information won't get out. So really quickly, guys, thank you so much for dealing with the stream yesterday and dealing with me. I was very emotional. I've really been going through a tough time since last November with a lot of personal issues. I won't get into it too terribly much, but I think the thing that was upsetting to me yesterday is a person that I have been very close with for like the last 16 years of my life does not value me as a person, does not respect me as a person. And it really just hurts when you give in somebody a lot of time and you ask for things, you communicate, or you're working on communication, that person doesn't reciprocate, and then is not necessarily has a different perspective as to what's happening. I'll be civil and say that, which I get a difference of perspectives. But sometimes you just got to shut up and swallow it. You really do sometimes. And that's not the case in my situation. And that's okay. It is what it is. It's something that I'm going to just, deal with and whatnot. But the good news is I get to live life on my terms and I can do things that I want to do. Like one of those things is potentially moving out of California just because the tax rate is just so high. Are you talking about me? The reverb is, oh no, that's not working over here. Let me see if this is better. I hope this is better. But anyways, like my taxes are too damn high here and I don't really have a whole lot of family here and people in real life that I can support, that support me and that I trust. I've got a lot of friends like elsewhere. So that's going to be something I'm going to be working on for me and Lo is a move, because let's face it, I love California. It's my home. But today I want to get out of here. I want to save in taxes. If I told you guys how much money I spend in taxes, it's like insane. And that's like that alone is for my business to run successfully. I need to go. I got to go. So I'm going to be looking at other places. Like obviously I wanted to move out of the country, but then that would probably wouldn't be the best thing ever, because then it would be harder for Lo to see her dad and those types of things. So maybe like Nevada or Arizona, because it's kind of safe, kind of close to California. But I would also have to check the I would have to check the tax rate and stuff. So it's basically I'm going to go somewhere where the tax rate is the best for my business, and just be happy and be free and not have to deal with stressors that are here at home or things that are upsetting to me. So that's what yesterday was about. I feel better now. And I love being able to have an audience to talk and to chop it up with you guys. But today the news is slow. Is it slow? Is it not slow? But we do have some important things. We have 198 concurrent viewers. Make sure you guys get up to 100 likes. Okay. We've only got 73 likes in here. So we need to get this up. We need to get it up to 100. We've got 209 concurrent viewers. We need 200 likes. Torrance, California. It's hot here in Nevada. I know it's hot. Narcissistic personalities. Who, me? I hope not. Maybe I am a narcissist. I feel like all of us have some narcissist tendencies. I feel like we do. And I feel like, I don't know. Part of my thing is like, I've allowed myself to stay in really terrible environments for so long, so my mind doesn't process things like a normal person, and I don't even know where to start with that. But again, like I do like to admit when I'm wrong. I do like to apologize, but I won't be anybody's doormat, and that's the thing. And I won't be taken advantage of. And I just feel like I've been taken advantage of in a particular situation, because I'm always there no matter what. Like I'm super loyal, so with all my friends and family, they need something, I'm there. You need money here. You need a place to stay here. You need this support here. You need me to do this. I'm here for you. So it is what it is. But anyways, maybe I do have some narcissistic traits, which I probably do. And That's something that I need to work on. But I've done a lot, like with my communication and internalizing my trauma and the way I react to stuff. But anyways, we're not here for Wendy's personal life. Y'all Google my feed anyways. Oh, we have 242 concurrent viewers, 107 likes. Somebody said, come to Orange County, Wendy. No, I don't want to go to Orange County. It's too expensive here to there. Moving to Loveland, Colorado after the bull run for the same reason. Taxes are ridiculous in New York. Yeah, plus you guys don't get it. That's the thing too, is like New York literally hates crypto. New York literally hates crypto. It is not fun. It is just a nightmare over there. And it's like, it's really, really hard. But New York hates crypto, but it's so weird because it's like the financial capital of the United States of America. So I don't know. I want to go find somewhere that's still close to California, so Lo will still be able to see her dad, because that's very, very important to me. But my health is important too. And it's just, you know, it is what it is, you know? So I got to stay somewhere that's semi close, but I need to go somewhere that's good for taxes. Okay. So yeah, we got to go somewhere that's good for taxes. So maybe my CPA did recommend the old one. He did recommend Nevada. So, and I've got quite a bit of friends over there, so that would work for me. But anyways, let's get back into it. Let's talk about the news. So I want to first talk about this story. We have 274 concurrent viewers, 127 likes. Hardest word I had to learn was no. Yeah, dude, it is very, very hard. It is very, very hard. No state taxes. All right, let's get into it. I want to talk about this though. All right, this I pulled from Mr. Mark Cuban, okay? He's like going off yesterday. And he says, this is from John Stark Reed. John Stark Reed is the president, John Stark Reed Consulting, LLC, senior lecturing fellow, Duke University Law School, former SEC chief of internet enforcement. First and foremost, I want to tell y'all right now, if you have your college in your bio, you're cringe, okay? If you have a sports team in your bio, I can get it. Mike, I can't answer any of your questions for you. I don't get in private DMs with people. It's just not something I feel comfortable with doing. If you have your favorite crypto assets in your profile, I guess that's okay. I guess it's okay, but I don't know. I heard the Cayman Island tax-free move there. Maybe, I don't know. But it's like kind of cringe. But this guy, John Stark Reed, has just been an absolute pessimist when it comes to like crypto and all kinds of stuff. Like it's just whatever it is. SEC Office of Internet Enforcement. Cuban said, you should read up on how Japan deals with regulation. When FTX crashed, no one in FTX Japan lost money. And he is right. We're going to talk about this in a second. If the USA SEC had followed their example by setting clear regulations that required separation of customer and business funds, blah, blah, blah. John Stark said, creation of CBDC is perhaps the most absurd financial idea in the history of monetary policy. First off, just like crypto and stablecoins, you must begin by answering the question of what problem does a CBDC actually solve? Why do we need a CBDC? Senator Cruz introduces legislation to prohibit the Fed from establishing a central bank digital currency. This is such a weird conversation. And now he's talking about all the scams, BlockFi, Celsius, Voyager, blah, 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 blah. Crypto frauds. And then Mark Cuban clapped the F back. He said in Japan, they were loud and saying the obvious that FTX wasn't a crypto issue, it was a fraud issue. You know what the worst possible way to stop fraud in any industry is? Tell the crooks to register so they can be regulated via analysis of their financial disclosures. Crooks will just lie. Look at sharesleuth.com. Watch the movie China Hustle and others, for example. You want regulation arbitration? Crooks bet they are too small for the SEC for you to come after them. So I want you guys to think about this for a little bit. Mt. Gox, I believe, happened in Japan. Right after that, all the people lost their Bitcoin due to Mt. Gox when they got hacked or they went and solved it, whatever that issue was that there wasn't segregation of customer funds. Please understand that banks in the United States of America are technically legally required to segregate your funds, but they really don't do that. Because if they did do that, you would have a separate bank account for each of your funds, but they basically take your funds, they do commingle it, and then they loan it out to people and they do whatever it is. It is what it is, okay? It absolutely is what it is. But, you know, the bank bootlickers will say differently. So that's what should have happened with crypto. Like with crypto, everything should have been segregated. You should have said, okay, you have $1 billion in customer assets, $1 billion needs to be in custody. That's what needed to happen. And that's why we had the crypto contagion. It wasn't a crypto failure. It was a fraud failure. It was the people that were running these exchanges. Okay. Also too, like the whole thing with Celsius, we didn't know that he was taking our money and doing things like that. The same with, The same with Voyager. We didn't know that they were taking it, loaning it out to people. With Celsius, it kind of had an idea, but we didn't know the extent of it. We really, really didn't. And that was a problem. That was a problem. They weren't telling us that they were mixing it. Okay. And they didn't segregate customer funds, even though I believe he said that he did. And that's why some of us got caught up. And that's the same thing with the difference with Earn is Earn literally told you when you went to sign up for Earn, it gave this big prompt that told you this is what's happening. Okay. Your money is going to a third party. It's not us. And what happened was Digital Currency Group was not segregating customer funds. So that is what happened. And again, it's a fraud failure. It's not a crypto failure. So we just need more disclosures, and we need to have some set guidelines. Crypto contagion wouldn't happen if they segregated customer funds, is what it is. Now, we got some more stuff to get in. I just wanted to touch on that story. Also, too, over here, the FTC has long remained in its position that buying and selling fake followers is illegal. Now they're codifying it as part of a new proposed will. So for all of you folks that have been buying and selling followers, we don't do that here. We have never bought followers. We have never bought views. We've never done anything. We've grown organically. I've never done any of that. If people have done that for me, F you for doing that, but we've grown organically. We've become the largest female crypto and NFT influencer in the world. So thank you all for that, because we have never bought any crap, because it messes with the algorithm and then it's not even you. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Everything is down. FGT is up, which is effing hilarious. Like, who the heck wants to buy that? Who wants to buy that? Who? Nobody. Now, when we take a look at Bitcoin, this is because Bitcoin is dropping. We hit some really important area of resistance here, $31,100. And now it looks like we will probably drop to this area here, probably 29.9 and then about 29.2. Also to you guys on YouTube, right now I'm just expecting to drop to this area here, unless we're able to magically sustain above 30,000 and get back above 31,000. But on YouTube, you guys, we're going to be talking about scammers, like legit scammers, about the OPX, the 3 Arrows Capital people. And we do have a poll at the top over here. Okay. We do have a poll. Wait, we have 362 concurrent viewers. We have 362 concurrent viewers and only 184 likes. Let's get this up to 300, babies. Let's get this up to 300. Wendy, I need your lovin'. FTX is a Democrat Trojan horse. Yes. Wendy, Fed minutes dropped today. You may see some volatility. Y'all crazy. WendyO needs to just, yeah. They say that FTX may relaunch. Did you hear about that? Yep. And I talked about it yesterday. We'll get James out of here because he's crying. He's a crybaby. Okay. We have a poll at the top. Would you use a platform or service that was created by known scammers? Would you? And we're talking about OPX. 3% said yes. 89% said no. And 8% said Wendy has no appetite. Shout out to Gamer. Okay, let's talk about FTX for a second, okay? If FTX relaunched, unfortunately, that name is tarnished so badly, people probably wouldn't use it. But then again, when this new wave of crypto people come in, they could use it. I will tell you guys, I know this is an unpopular opinion, FTX had amazing products and services, had absolutely amazing products and services. Unfortunately, they were scammers, okay? They were scammers. Why does this keep coming up? Yeah, delete. Okay, the poll is not working on TikTok. But anyways, I wouldn't use a platform. Well, actually, maybe would I? I don't know. It would depend. I'll have to see what it looks like and who's involved. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's go to the more important stories over here. Okay, this is from Mr. Paul. Oh, no, we'll talk about that later. All right, this is the I think this is the XRP thing here. Okay. Mr. Paul is the chief legal officer from Coinbase. Is Paul engaging in a hyperbole by claiming the SEC is violating the law? Let's review a few facts. Up until 2018, the SEC had no policy regarding SEC staff owning crypto because these digital assets were a new asset class and the SEC was unsure about it. Okay, down over here in 2018, when Hinman was drafting its infamous speech discussing digital assets in general and asserting Bitcoin and Ethereum were non-security, senior officials at the SEC acknowledged that crypto assets fell through a regulatory gap, and it was unclear that the SEC should even regulate. That is important, okay? And again, this is why the Hinman emails were so important. So important. Because it indicated that crypto should have been classified under a different class. And on top of it, got a little bit of a head itch here. they didn't know how to regulate it. Okay. All right. So John Deaton believes Grawl was on point with his take. He noted the SEC illegally expanded the Howey Test, and they did. They exactly did. He also said the SEC is engaged in unconstitutional expansion of Howey. It's absurd of an unconstitutional expansion that would retroactively make oranges sold by a grocery store securities. That's okay. That right there is important. And I'm probably going to do a second content piece on it, expanding it. But basically what they're saying is the SEC is going after crypto exchanges, saying what you're selling is an unregistered security, and they're trying to sue them. And that's basically like saying, like, the whole Howey thing when it came to oranges, like the investing in orange groves, that constituted as a security. But basically what their SEC is trying to say here is that Walmart, if you buy an orange from Walmart, it's a security. And that's not true. That is not true any way, shape, or form. It's not. Okay. So that's what the issue is. And that's where all of this is coming from. Okay. Second media. So I remember. But anyways, he provided facts to show that the SEC's interpretation of investment contracts violates the law. According to Deaton, until 2018, the SEC had no policy preventing its staff from owning crypto because they were unaware of the emerging assets. He noted that in 2018, when Hinman was drafting the famous speech that fell through the regulatory gap, Deaton said these officials were not confident that the commission... Oh my God. My friends are ridiculous. This is a lot over here. Jerome Powell and Clayton signed the report highlighting XRP and Bitcoin as virtual currencies. Dean said Gensler acknowledged during his confirmation in early 2021 that this regulatory gap existed regarding how to regulate crypto. Gensler also noted that there's no existing regulation for crypto companies because these assets fell outside of the SEC and the CFTC framework. Dean also said there's never been a case in the U.S. which finds the investment contract exists between the promoter and issuer of an asset, and that the buyer, when there is no privy or communication between the buyer and issuer, pointed out that no case in the USA finds that an asset secondary sale is utilized in investment contract transaction could also constitute as a security. Dean said that the recently proposed legislation for crypto limits in the SEC's regulatory authority in the industry. Lastly, he said Biden's executive order favors the CFTC more than the SEC. Okay, well, let's talk about this. Let's break this down. Again, the SEC is alleging that Coinbase is selling and other crypto exchanges are selling unregistered securities. Unregistered securities are not determined by being sold on the secondary market, okay? So there's a lot of problems, okay? There's a lot of problems here. And understand the reason why we're pushing so hard for the Ripple versus SEC case, because in fact, if it gets pushed through and it is found that Coinbase and these other crypto asset exchanges are selling securities on the secondary market, you're effed. America is absolutely effed. So this is what we talk about the show. We push this information out so you guys understand what's happening. So the people that are mad that the SEC is attacking crypto right now, the SEC is trying to rewrite their own law. Or excuse me, the SEC is trying to rewrite law and go above Congress, go above the law that's already been put in place. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And this is why it's problematic. Whether you love crypto or not, there were safeguards that should have been put in place to segregate customer funds, but it's not. And also, too, you guys, if the law gets changed and they win, crypto's dead in America. DOA. Case closed. Okay? This is why Howey was so important. This is why XRP is so important. This is why Ripple is so important. The Howey emails matter. They matter. Wendy, I have a new poll for you. What's going to come out first, the XRP decision or the next Avatar movie? Shout out to John. Also to you guys, we have 410 concurrent viewers, only 247 likes. Smash a like, get it up. We need to get at least 300 people to like this, to push this out. Mike said, I have no IRS exposure in Arizona, trust status. The U.S. citizen versus state national wakey. Arizona it is. Pet your head, Windizzle. All right. Yeah, Arizona looks good. I actually looked at properties in Sedona on Zillow yesterday. It's too expensive for me for what I want. I want to get something that's a little bit more affordable. I'm going to keep my house. I'll probably rent it out in California, but I want to go somewhere where I can actually afford to live. Okay? Afford to live. Anyways, take a look at Binance. Binance's Australia office is searched by financial regulator per Bloomberg. The company is also under investigation in U.S., France, and ceased its Australian derivatives business following regulatory earnings. Now, when we take a look over here, let's talk about the facts over here. All right. ASIC stands for Australian Securities and Investment Commission. I just learned that. Okay. Binance Australia Derivatives license was canceled in April, and but kept the spot trading platform. Came in after an investigation into how it classified clients as professional wholesale investors as they can get fewer regulatory protections in retail. In response to the surge, Binance Australia said they were cooperating with local authorities. They're focused on meeting local regulatory standards in order to serve users in a fully compliant manner. Okay, so basically what happened, it's not a big deal, but they're under scrutiny because they offer derivatives. And it was because how they classified wholesale investors. And again, you guys, the biggest problem we're having in all of the different countries in the world is that if you're poor, you can't get these special licenses to trade or invest how rich people do, okay? And I feel like that's what's happening in Australia. So Binance could still offer the spot platform. So it has nothing to do with them doing anything bad. They just had a service that specific people shouldn't use. Poor people couldn't use because they think that you're stupid. There is a moderator in the chat there somewhere. I don't know. So that's basically what happened, is what it is. Anyways, now let's go to the next story. It sucks, but Binance keeps getting hit and they're making it look like this is a very, very negative headline. And in fact, it's not. Next, Binance to suspend transfers of several tokens tied to multi-chain following May event. Let's talk about this story. In May, multi-chain projects experienced difficulties with processing bridge transfers, experienced many such transactions. Several pathways of the cross-chain bridge, including Kava, ZK Sync, and Polygon ZK EVM, became unoperational. Team said that this is due to technical difficulties. Project also admitted that it couldn't contact the CEO. Rumors that he was detained by Chinese police had partial control over the project upgrade function. So basically it was a multi-coin people and they're just trying to protect users. That's what they're doing. The bridge routes appear to have returned to their normal functioning state. Binance suspended support for deposits and withdrawals, several cross-chain bridge tokens associated with multi-chain. And effective July 7th, it impacts tokens deployed on BNB Smart Chain, including Polkastarter, Alchemy Pay, Beefy Finance, Harvest Finance, and tokens minted through the bridge Phantom, including Beefy Finance, Alpaca Finance, are also affected. And basically, it just looks like Binance BNB Smart Chain. BNB Smart Chain is probably the absolute worst when it comes to market manipulation and crazy things happening, but people like it because it's affordable to use. So interestingly enough. And now our story for the poll, okay? Look at these beautiful grifters. Look how pretty they are. 3 Arrows founders to donate future earnings to creditors in spirit of karma. If you guys use the product that these guys created, I've got, I don't know what to tell you. Kyle Davies described the plan as a shadow recovery process. This is outside the ongoing liquidation proceedings that are trying to recover value from the bankrupt company and distribute it to creditors. He said some early creditors have been made whole. He said the team believed karma and that they've been touching a lot of grass. He said the team believed in karma and that any of the extra donations would supplement any recoveries through the formal process. He said that there is a connection between their new venture, OPNX, and creditors. OPNX is a platform for trading bankruptcy claims. Okay, and so this is what we're talking about. The poll that we have on YouTube. Let me highlight that over here. And I just got really, really tired. My cortisone levels are probably like out of their mind right now. So maybe I'll leave right after this and go get them tested. Anyways. Rumpelstiltskin. Anyways, would you use a platform or service that was created by known scammers? You guys, we have 412 concurrent viewers, only 306 likes. Get this up to 400. Get this up to 400. Please get this out to 400, okay? We need to push this out. Say my name, say my name. Maybe Florida, no state tax. Yeah, but I still want Lo to see her dad, so that's like far. Like at least Arizona or Nevada, he can figure out how to, do what he's got to do. But yeah, I need to get my piece, man. All right, so the poll: would you use a platform or service created by known scammers? This is what we're talking about, OPNX. So basically what happens here, it allows for you to trade bankruptcy claims. So somebody like myself that got hit in Celsius or Voyager and all that kind of crap, we can sell our bankruptcy claims and we can get some sort of compensation for it. Oh, Mike, please don't do this in my chat. Come on, dude. All right, let's go back to reading what's going on. Okay. He said there is no connection between their new venture, OPNX, and creditors. OPNX is a platform for trading bankruptcy claims. He said creditors will benefit from their new entrepreneurial journey. No, he wants your bags is what it is. He wants your money. Spokesperson for Tenno, the 3AC liquidator, responded to Davies' recent comments. 3AC has willingly ignored multiple requests to assist with the process after initiating the liquidation themselves, and the court records paint a clear picture in ways they have hindered creditor recoveries. Instead of promising creditors full future earnings from a nascent future, we would recommend that the founders engage in the court-ordered activities underway. So basically, they started a brand new business. They're refusing to pay creditors back now under 3AC's liquidation process, but now they want to magically donate it for karma. F them. It's going to be a sink for me. Okay? It's going to be a sink for me. Next story about it, okay? OPNX launched OUSD credit currency for crypto margin trading. Again, you guys, these guys are going to absolutely scam the hell out of you. But if you want to use it, good for you. Get your grift on, babies. Get your grift on. Get your grift on. Here, let's get this out of here. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. Users cannot receive it without depositing crypto into OPNX, available in phase 1 iteration. During phase 2, OUSD will become available to users who deposit crypto into on-chain contracts to allow possible bankruptcy remoteness. Light paper says OUSD solves 3 problems. Let's hear it. Lenders don't want to trust platforms to hold cash loans backed by crypto collateral. Exchanges and lending platforms don't want to lend cash to margin traders, as this lend tied to bankruptcy during the last bear market. No, it didn't. That's not what happened. Derivatives, it was basically the companies lending other people's money, lending people out to other money. It had nothing to do with margin. Derivative traders want portfolio margin or the ability to borrow and trade based on their crypto holdings rather than stablecoin holdings. To solve this, OUSD exists as a credit currency, can be purchased to a 1-to-1 ratio with USDT, or used to measure profit and loss when users rely on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other crypto assets as collateral. Are you guys going to use OPNX? Are you guys going to use OPNX? Yeah? Are you? 432 concurrent viewers. Get up to 400 likes. But this is what the poll is up here. Would you use a platform or service created by known scammers? 3 Arrows Capital. 4% said yes. 86% said no. I wouldn't touch it. Why? Because there's no point for me. I don't know. I want to stay away from it. Anyways, and this thing sounds shady too. What is it backed by? So many unknowns. All right, let's get into it. Breaking. Crypto exchange Hotbit executes massive rug pull, selling a lot of tokens belonging to their customers. Let's read what this says. Okay, it looks like they rug pulled. Yikes, that sucks. Hotbit had previously urged users to withdraw assets before June 21st following its closure. The incident raised concerns about the exchange's intentions and practices. Okay, hold on. Hotbit is over. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let me read this here because I feel like I know what happened. Okay. All right. DeFi project Rich Quack has fallen victim to an unprecedented rug pull orchestrated by Hotbit Exchange. Hotbit sold around 256 trillion Quack worth 153,000 belonging to Quack holders on PancakeSwap. How can you do that if it's on a DEX? Or, okay, just kidding. I know what they did. Withdrawal requests have also gone unanswered. On-chain reveals Hotbit is engaging multiple other dumping activities across various projects. Recently dumped 4,000 BNB worth of baby Dogecoin on PancakeSwap and about 500,000 of Doge Elon on Uniswap. So this is why we don't leave our crypto on exchanges. This is why we also remove our funds before they say to do so. It is now the 6th. And I'm not saying that this is a good thing for them to do, and I'm not co-signing them. I'm just saying we can't expect people to do the right thing. In life, you literally can never expect anybody to do the right thing. Even people you love and trust the most in your life, you will never, ever, ever, ever be able to trust them to do the right thing. 361 likes. Let's get it up to 400. Let's get it up to 400. Okay. Okay. Somebody said Wendy has no appetite. It's a sign. Yeah. It's a sign that I'm suffering from like severe depression right now. It sucks. It really, really does suck. I'm very sad right now. Anyways, shout out to our partners over at Squid Grow. Squid Grow is a partner of the channel, just so y'all know. These are all their socials over here, and they're doing some really cool things. They aim to be the top security utility meme token on Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum. I like that they're on Ethereum a bit better, but let's talk about their decks that they've got going on over here. And you guys, they've got 2 different ones, and I'm going to try not to butcher this, okay? So we have SGS versus SGX. SGS with an S versus SGX. And again, dyslexia, for the love of God, please don't let me screw this up. So you guys, I really do want to thank Shatoshi and the partners over at Squid Grow for sponsoring the channel. This is really, really helpful, especially during bear markets like this, when trading isn't so active, etc. And this is how I pay my guys to work for me. So I appreciate this, okay? So basically, we're going to talk about different aspects of the platform in the coming weeks. But right now, I want to really talk to you about the difference between SGS and SGX. Okay, so let's talk about the difference here. SGS is swap. Okay, it has their swap and it's live now, as you can see. You can train or earn with pools and farms, and there's also a fiat on-ramp. SGX is the perpetual exchange, but it's still under development. So it's not live yet. So basically what we have here is we have two separate kind of exchanges that do two separate things for people with different types of trading or investing capabilities. We love to see it. Next, we've got the NFT marketplace. The next major release that they're working on is going to be the NFT marketplace, and they're going to have some really cool Mike Miller NFTs. And you guys also, they're going to have some important utility with that. And you can also stake your NFT to boost your APR. You should only do that with the Moon bag. Anytime you should stake or lock anything up is when it's Moon bag. Anyways, you guys, check out all their links and all their fun stuff. And thank you so much to Squid Grow for partnering with the O channel. Now let's get into what Bitcoin Magazine has to say. Why is my phone going off? This might be the important message that I'm waiting for. I'm supposed to have a call with somebody. All right, what did he say? All right. I have a very important meeting today with somebody that's very important that I need to. Good morning, my lovely friend. I thought you said boyfriend. I appreciate you, Angel. But I've got a very important meeting. It's a political meeting, so I'm very excited because I get to talk about why we shouldn't ban crypto and what we need to do. So let's see how this call goes. Fingers crossed. Wendy does do stuff. It's just behind the scenes. I don't talk to you guys about it all the time, okay? But anyways, Valkyrie just resubmitted their filing for Bitcoin spot ETF. I don't really, whatever with them. But basically what it was is they did not indicate the SSA. The SSA just basically is a broker, like a custodian kind of, maybe, I don't know, and just basically enforces that there won't be any type of market manipulation. However, it's a bunch of BS because we know that market manipulation 100% actually happens, and it happens more so with stonks, okay? They said that Coinbase would act as the partner for surveillance sharing agreement, market manipulation. SSA is supposed to help prevent market manipulation and has been a key part of all ETF applications in the past month. If approved, Valkyrie Bitcoin ETF would be listed on the NASDAQ exchange ticker. I love that they did that. BlackRock and Fidelity filed, updated the paperwork last week. SEC has now approved a Bitcoin spot ETF in the US, but they approved a 2 times leverage ETF. They did. All right. Now let's talk about hedera, okay? Hedera. They just celebrated 13 billion transactions. Hedera has celebrated 13 billion transactions, okay? And they have become the top DLT, and they broke a record with 13 billion transactions, okay? The network is currently maintaining approximately 1,400 transactions per second, and the testnet has seen over 1 billion transactions. The latest achievement makes the network one of the top DLT performers. If you don't know what DLT is distributed ledger technology. Yay! Next, crypto storage token storj has hit a 10-month high overnight. So it pumped to 55 cents. One of the which we don't like to talk about price unless we're looking at charts, but we're talking about price pumping, I guess. I don't know. One of the top performing crypto assets in the past 24 hours, and it's up approximately 65%. Generally, when we say that something pumped, especially when we're in the markets in a bit of a downtrend right now, you don't want to ape in. That's going to be the top, and you don't want to get dumped on. And I've got a really bad itch on my leg because I got bug bites all over the place because I had to clean the garage out yesterday. Oh my God, this feels like heaven. Storj is the token for decentralized cloud storage, uses blockchain tech and P2P networks to provide secure and private data storage. There is no news or announcing triggering this rally. Okay, people just pumping it. Who knows? Let me check YouTube. I want to check and see what you guys are doing. Yeah. Anyways, we got a bunch of people in the chat. We have 447 viewers. Finally, 402 likes. Yes, you guys, thank you so much. Let's get it up to 420, okay? Let's get it up to 420. Let's get it to 420. Why is Ethereum not a security? Because it's better. Because Hinman is a dodo and Gary Gensler is a dodo and the SEC has no idea what the F they're doing. Oh, you had to sell your hbar? I think I had to too. I forgot what happened. I've been like, I told you guys, it's been a hellish year for me. Yeah, let's get me to 420. Get me to 420, babies. Get me to 420. Let's go. Woo! All right. Let's go. I'm itching so bad right now. Holy F. What is it? Rob shampoo helps? I need something. I'm itching, man. It hurts. I'm so itchy. I get so itchy, so allergic to mosquitoes. It's the worst thing ever. The worst thing ever. All right, now let's talk about this. Singapore Bank DBS starts ECNY collection platform for corporate clients in China. The newly launched merchant collection solutions allow businesses automated settlement of ECNY into their CNY bank accounts. Let's see what's going on over here. All right. So ECNY represents 0.13% cash reserves held by central bank. A new collection platform allows businesses automated settlement of ECNY into their bank deposits. DBS is participating in Project Guardian, launched by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, project for testing asset tokenization DeFi for traditional banks. Wow. Also participating in experiments to build infrastructure needed to issue a programmable Singapore digital dollar. This sounds like kind of a collection agency thing for me. So anyways, I think this is like lime and eucalyptus. I'm on it. I'm getting distracted now because I'm so itching, like super itching. And I don't have my rubbing alcohol. It's in the other room. But anyways, this is interesting. I love that everybody is so ahead of the US. I really love it. All right, let's get into the next one. Payment platform Nuggets working with Bank of England on privacy layer for digital pound. Again, England is getting their digital yuan. America's just cold chilling. So the digital pound in UK CBDCs will also be known as britcoin. Nuggets enable decentralized identity, plans to design a private secure system to prevent tracking correlation of transactions. This is going to be interesting to absolutely see how this works out. Like, with the privacy aspect, because again, I don't think it's going to be private. I really don't. Apparently, it's going to help prevent fraud and money laundering. Yeah. Side note, UK Finance, an organization that represents UK banks and financial firms, said the individual holdings of the proposed digital pound should be limited to 3,000 to 5,000 pounds in a bid to avoid panic and the risk of bank runs. Whatever. All right, another sad story. Saxo Bank ordered to liquidate its crypto holdings by Danish regulator. This sucks. It's not a U.S. bank, so that's good. So Saxo Bank is in Denmark, and the bank offers crypto trading to clients that provides them with access to crypto exchange traded products. Its crypto trading service is offered via fiat pairs, including US dollar, euro, and Japanese yen. Bank doesn't allow funding or withdrawal of crypto. Regulators said proprietary trading of crypto by banks isn't currently legal. They said MiCA regulation comes into effect December 30th of 2024, and therefore the bank's proprietary trading is currently unregulated. So that's what happened. That sucks, but it is what it is. I understand once MiCA comes out, things are going to change. There'll be a lot more clarity. Now, this is important. A judge has limited the Biden administration from contacting social media sites regarding misinformation. The order said Biden was trying to silence critics. Good. I don't think any side should be able to silence anybody. I don't. Live free, harm none. Next. Okay. Continue the site. All right. U.S. judge. Okay. We talked about that one. All right. Secret Service investigating suspected white powder in the place. Okay. That's where we're going to end on today. Why are we going to end on that today? Because America is ridiculous. America is ghetto. America is from the streets. It's for the streets. It really is. You guys, you got me up to 445 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. 17 minutes until the Fed release. I appreciate you guys. Well, I'm going to go. I got to go get my cortisone levels tested. Because yeah, I got to go get those done. I'm not as healthy as I need to be, and I need to be healthy mentally and physically for myself so I can be the best mom possible and run the best business possible. So thank you guys so much for being with me. Thank you for listening to me talk, especially at the beginning of the show. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for just being here for me when I need it. So I put out a video last night for y'all. Go watch it. Anyway, sending everybody love and light. And smash a like. And I'm dropping something at 3:30 p.m. PST, so go watch it. Support the channel, okay? Thank you for letting me be a stay-at-home mom. I appreciate you guys so much. Bye-bye. Love you, Tiki Taki. Have a good day.